And joining us now is meteorologist Matt Makens. Not a new face to our Cattlemen to Cattlemen audience, but kind of a relatively new face to the CattleFacts team. Matt, thanks for being with us here on Cattlemen to Cattlemen today. Let's talk about what you're up to these days as part of CattleFacts now.
Well, first off, thank you. And yeah, the responsibility list grew a lot over the summer from doing Cattlemen to Cattlemen, the newspaper, things like that. Dr. Art Douglas, who's a legend in long-term forecasting, worked for CattleFacts for years, announced he's going to step back a bit. So I filled his shoes, giant shoes to fill. We're still, corresponding. He's been a great advisor and mentor, studying under him for a long time, and then now I'm taking over CattleFacts from Dr. Art, and hopefully have a bright future for us.
Well, I know a lot of folks, including us, are happy to have you part of the CattleFacts team. We're happy to have you part of the Cattlemen to Cattlemen team. Let's get into business. We're visiting right after the cattle industry's annual convention, your guys' CattleFacts Market Outlook and Weather Outlook program. Weather and markets are still the two most important things to cattle producers. Weather is your area of expertise. Walk us through some of the highlights of your presentation.
Well, the biggest issues is that we have had back-to-back years of La Nina coming off of our second season. Drought numbers climb a lot with La Nina, especially over the Southwest. And now we have, cow operation areas 30 to 35% have drought in those locations. We have to do something about those drought numbers. Sadly, the pattern from winter carries into spring, so still La Nina dominates. That means drought conditions more likely down to the Southwest and at times the South. You're wetter as you head toward the Midwest. Once we hit the summer, we should see the La Nina signal, if you will, fade a bit. The big question mark then becomes, do we hit El Nino or La Nina next year? El Nino would spread lots of water into the drought areas of the Southwest. It's too early to say. There are mixed indications whether or not we stay La Nina, go to El Nino. Once we get past March, that's when some of those criterion start to come together and things start to fall into place.
What were some of the other take-home messages out of your weather presentation here at the CattleFacts Market Outlook Seminar and of course, the Weather Outlook?
I was asked to kind of discuss, kind of my concerns, what's in my head, where would I worry about or be excited about. I have worries about the prairies from eastern Colorado down into West Texas. Very dry, a lot of warmth, drought numbers are climbing, soil moisture is low. That's an area that would need supplemental water somehow. But the Rockies they're not bad, but they're not giving a big surplus of snow. It's not like we're going to fill those rivers and those reservoirs up. That's a concern area. Optimistically, the northern Rockies have a good snowpack. Cooler than normal temperatures forecast for spring means slower snow melt. So hopefully we're adding to soil moisture up to the north, better stream flows, better stock water supplies that we'll need come this summer. So there's the good and the bad of what we have coming our way.
Sounds like an old Western movie by Clint Eastwood, if you will. Well, anyways, congratulations. Matt Makens, meteorologist Matt Makens, one of the newest team members to the CattleFacts team in Denver, and of course, a trusted weather source for sure. And truly, these weather guys have a way, way tougher job than Kevin Ochsner or any of us do on Cattlemen to Cattlemen. With that, we'll send it back to you.